Welcome back to another episode of Scoreline Sports. In this one, I'm just going to be giving my quick breakdown and predictions of the AFC and NFC championship games. So in the AFC, we have Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. This one obviously is going to be in Baltimore starting at 3 o'clock, which is just about 20 minutes out from when I'm making this video. This is definitely going to be a great game. Baltimore coming off a dominant win over Houston, in which their defense really just stifled the Houston offense and never really gave them a chance to do anything productive, winning that one 31-10. The Chiefs, on the other hand, won a thriller against their playoff rivals, Buffalo. That was definitely a game with a lot of emotional swings, and it ended up being Buffalo's special teams that cost them, missing that field goal, and then Kansas City was able to run it out to get the win. So this is definitely an interesting matchup. A lot of people are thinking that Baltimore is going to win this one easily, but I actually disagree with that. I think that the Chiefs have shown over the course of these last two games that they can hang with anybody and you can never count them out, especially when they have a guy like Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. So I definitely think this is going to be a closer game than a lot of people are thinking. But in the end, I think that the Baltimore defense is going to step up in the big moments, and I'm not really worried about Baltimore's offense. I think that they're going to get theirs, especially with Mark Andrews coming back. There's just too many weapons on this team. So it's going to come down to whatever team can get the most stops, in my opinion, and I think that's going to be Baltimore. So I'm going to go with Baltimore. And then in the NFC, we have the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. This one's going to be at 6:30 on Fox, and it's at San Francisco. Um, Detroit coming off that incredible win against Tampa Bay, where they advanced to their first NFC Championship game, and I don't even know how long, but it's been a long time. So a really great story for Detroit Lions and for fans all around the city and just fans like myself. I am a Detroit Lions fan, so it's been quite a journey for this team. San Francisco, on the other hand, won an incredible game as well against the Green Bay Packers, this year's Cinderella team, some would say. And I'm going to be honest, there were points in that game where I thought that San Francisco was going to lose just because Green Bay looked so good in that game. And it really just ended up being a missed field goal by Carlson that set up San Francisco to drive down the field and score. And a lot of the talk has been about Brock Purdy and what he's been able to do and what he hasn't done. And while I don't think he had a great game last year, he did lead the team when he really needed to, and I do respect that out of him. I personally don't think that I don't want to say he's a pure system quarterback, but I think a lot of the accolades that he gets are a large part of the system that he has around him. Um, I'm not hating on him. I still think he's a great quarterback. He's very talented, and that showed. That definitely showed in that game-winning drive against Green Bay when he stepped up when he needed to. But this one should be a good one. The question again, as it has been the last two games for Detroit, is can their secondary, this banged up secondary that, well, nah, I shouldn't say banged up, just kind of weak secondary in essence, can they come up with enough stops to stop this dynamic offense of San Francisco? Good news for San Francisco is that Deebo Samuel is playing. I saw something about how he might be limited, but I'm not really sure. We'll see when the game starts, what his role is in their offense. Um, and then the San Francisco defense, can they stop Jared Goff enough times? Because I'll tell you what, when Jared Goff gets confidence, this Lions team is very hard to beat. I think the key for the Lions in this one is just going to be, can they weather the early storm from San Francisco? Can they get stops early in the game? They need to keep this game close going into the fourth quarter. And I feel like if this game is close in the fourth quarter, the Lions got a really good crack at winning this one. So ultimately, this may be an emotionally driven pick, but it's so hard for me to pick against these Lions because I just feel like I know I said the Bills were this year's team of destiny, but I think the Lions are this year's team of destiny. Just the grit that this team has displayed, they just refuse to lose, and that's why I'm saying if they can keep this one close going into the fourth quarter, I think they're going to have a good shot. I think that's going to happen, and I actually think they're going to win and go to the Super Bowl to represent the NFC and take on Baltimore. Let me know what you guys think about my predictions. Drop a comment down below who you think is going to advance to the Super Bowl. Let me know if you agree with my takes or disagree. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one.